cases of like rape and to save like the mother, and then he's very for improving the education system of America, and he thinks that the long-term strategy to help America's economy is to like make the education better so that the future of America will solve the economic problems. And he also he wants to safeguard the environment, but he also wants to not get rid of like a lot of jobs. Like he doesn't want to shut down a lot of power plants and leaving a lot of people out of work, but he also wants to help the environment. And some of his foreign issues is he thinks that our continued presence in Afghanistan should be decided by like their military's top people, and he feels that next time we go into similar commitments, we should be more cautious. And he wants to make the Department of Defense more efficient. And then some issues for Rick Santorum. He's 100% pro-life, and he has a 5-year budget plan to help save the economy. He's trying to help, if he's elected, he wants to help restore America's competitiveness, cutting the corporate tax in half. And he will cut spending close to $5 trillion over the first 5 years he's in charge, he says. And he wants to eliminate some of Obama's regulations that he has already put on the government, being president now. And some of his foreign issues is that he questions the motivations behind Obama's troop withdrawal process. He wants them to succeed and not just take the troops out of Afghanistan because the people of America are kind of demanding it. And he plans to work with Israel to eliminate the Iranian nuclear threat. And he wants to promote American interests around the world. And he wants to like protect freedom. And that's ours. That's
okay. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay, who's next? Just, huh? Yeah. Yeah, you just comment. Maybe for Nicole, you can comment on this one. It was on the 20th. The results of this Republican.
Well, this slide is the results, and as you can see, that Mitt Romney, he's so far the top vote among everybody, according as of March 20th. So.
Okay. So next slide. Barack Obama.
That was us too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hi again.
That's Kayla.
Just some of the issues of Obama, because he's our current president. He's supports abortion, and he's confident that additional tax revenue and amendments of entitlement programs will benefit. It'll restore the fiscal viability of the social net mechanism. And he also thinks we should pay teachers more money and treat them like professionals. And being classroom teachers, we like that. So and he also thinks we need to create more jobs to end the financial crisis that America's going through. And then some foreign issues is that he's trying to bring the troops home from the Middle East and provide a strategy to eliminate extreme global poverty. And he has a 10-year plan to end the dependence on foreign oil.
Okay. Nicole, move next. And so, in this slide, you'll hear.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, this slide, it's, I guess, comparing Romney versus Obama. on their core.
I can't hear you.
Maybe you have to stand up. I don't know. Dragon, do you hear now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. That's it.
It's just comparing them both.
Okay. And these parties, who prepared parties?
We did.
Okay. Can you move one table? Yeah.
That's all right. We'll just stay. No big deal. Unless you want to say.
This is Chris and Shannon.
Hi.
Want me to start?
Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to explain what the parties actually are for you, because I know we've been talking a lot about them. So, the Democratic Party advocates social liberalism, and it's grounded in modern progressivism. That basically means that they're in favor of changing laws to better society, as opposed to creating new laws that conflict with the old ones. Democrats have the highest registered voters at 72 million people, and President Obama, who is a Democrat, is the 15th Democrat in office.
Okay. Maybe we can, yeah, we can do this. Go, what's left in Party. Party.
Try that. Oh, there we go. Independence 41.
Independence, a support group that is the third party in line in government. Don't believe in political parties because they hold centrist point of view. Reasons being they believe in some policies from both parties. First president was an independent. That's it.
Yep.
Next. Code next.
Okay. The Liberians is another support group that was founded in 1971. They find conflicts with both the Democratic and Republican parties. They advocate for smaller governments and our individual liberty. When they talk about individual liberty, they mean more as a person, not the restraints that our government provides. And there's 250,000 registered voters.
Republicans, founded on July 6th, 1854, nicknamed the Grand Old Party, advocate of American conservatism. Conservatism. Say it. Core focus on religion, nationalism, and economics. Second highest registered voters, 55 million.
That's it. And those are the parties.
All right. So, and now election process. So this is Samantha.
Hello.
Hello.
Now that you guys know the candidates and the parties, we're going to talk about the election process. And the process of electing the president is outlined in the Constitution in the 12th, 22nd, and 23rd Amendment. And the president and the vice president is elected every 4 years, and they must be at least 35 years old and a native-born U.S. citizen or resident of the U.S. for 14 years.
Most political parties hold conventions, which are just large meetings that are held by the delegates. Some delegates are selected by state primary elections, which just means that in each state, each candidate is chosen. It's like a primary election, but it's public instead of a secret ballot. The majority of delegate votes are needed to win the party's nomination, and whichever president is elected, the party usually lets that person nominate their vice president. Both the president and vice president run on the same ticket, and voters select one ticket to vote to select the president and vice president of the party.
The presidential election consists of separate elections in each of the 50 states and the District of Columbia. Each state has the same number of electors as it has senators and representatives. There are 2 senators from each state, and the number of representatives depends on the state's population. The electors are winners take all. Whichever ticket receives the most votes in the state is rewarded with all the electors. Then the electoral votes are added up, and whichever president and vice president has the majority of the votes win presidency.
So just because one president and vice president get most of the votes in total, it's up to how many electoral college votes they win in order to see who wins. So it's not always the most popular candidate that wins. It could be whoever wins the most highly populated states.
I hope that was helpful.
So yeah, they have to go. Unfortunately, they have a class, but I have another class, and you can enlighten my other group about elections in Russia.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'll see you.
Bye.